Good morning, people of the internet. This is my project I'm working on today. I have made one of these in the past. You've probably seen it in the background of some of my sawmill videos. I took one of these water pressure tanks that would be used for a well, and I converted it into a fire pit chimenea-like thing. What I learned building the first one, there's a rubber bladder inside these tanks, so you actually have to cut the tank open to remove the bladder. This tank here is a little smaller. Well, it's a lot smaller than the first one I made. I believe this is only a 20-gallon tank, and the other one was probably an 80-gallon tank. Why I'm doing this: when you work on these wood projects with the sawmilling, the rough sawn lumber, you wind up with a ton of byproduct, waste wood cutoffs, whatever you want to call them. So I want to have a small one of these at my house. Then I can have little campfires at night to burn off some of the excess. So my thoughts with this one: this tank's about 24 inches tall. There's two welds. There's one here and here. What I'm contemplating doing is, first I'll cut one of these welds out. I'll just go around with the angle grinder, cut it out, and then I'll remove the bladder. And then I'll decide, I kind of think I want to remove this whole center strip. This is like 6.5 inches. Then it'll shrink down the height of my barrel, to a more manageable size. So I'm going to get cutting on this thing, and we'll bring you back when there's something to show you. Alright, this is similar to what I experienced the first one of these I cut apart. There's this dish in here and there's an air gap up top. What I was able to do last time was remove this dish out and kind of use it as a base. I'm not sure, this one's really rusty inside, so we'll see how that goes. And then the rubber membrane, usually I can just pry this out of this groove. I think there's a metal locking ring in there. So I will do that next, and we'll see what we get with that. Okay, there's the rubber bladder. Alright, I got that welded. This did not weld very easily. I was having problems. I didn't grind enough for my grounding clamp, so I was losing ground constantly. And I have 030 wire, and this metal is like really thin. It's probably less than a 1/16 of an inch thick, so you can only turn it down so low, but you still got to melt the wire. So, this would have been easier with some thinner welding wire, but I don't have any, so I made do with what I got, ground it down. After all, it's just a little fire pit. All right, here's the completed project. Have my opening cut. I have a layer on the bottom plus this little extra piece to let the water go through and drain out the bottom hole. Opening's a decent size. And then I have a 2-foot extension pipe here for a chimney. And this here is my chimney cap. I am getting, my friend's going to cut me a 8-inch circle to put onto the top. So it's about 99% done. We'll light a little fire in there later and see if I can burn off some of the paint. So thanks for following along with this one, guys. Fun little project, takes a couple hours, not a whole lot of money. We'll see how long this barrel lasts. This is considerably thinner than the big one that I did, but for little stuff it should be fine. All right guys, we'll see you on the next video.